everyone! I'm your host, Modern Mulan, and welcome to IC Stories Manila, Episode 8. Ano nga ba ang Cosmicrafts? I am so excited for this episode in particular, and later, malalaman nyo din kung bakit napaka-interesting netong topic natin for today. So, before we start, of course, kailangan mo natin mag-hello sa lahat na nag-blow up sa ating chat ngayon. Thank you so much for being so early as usual ang ating suke. Palangga ICP, kumusta? Good evening po. Mr. Tobing, ayan. Sanjay, hello. Sophie, Ulfa Alma, maraming salamat po. Sian Mercado, of course, suki din natin. Thank you so much. Beryl, hello, ayan. So if you're watching this naman, if you're team replay, hello, welcome din po. I'm sure may enjoy nyo ito. And if you want to be a part of our live stream, we are live almost every week, no? Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. You can also follow us sa ating social media accounts. We have them linked sa description box natin. So kung halimbawa magpapalit man tayo ng live schedule, yung mga pag-giveaway natin, yung mga pag-games natin, para updated kayong lahat. Hi, Sophia Yaton. Spitfire, of course. Ayan. Maraming salamat po. I'm Zuli. Hello everyone. So, alright. You guys know the drill. Alam nyo na po kung anong kaganapan natin dito, no? So, gaya ng lagi nating sinasabi, lamang po ang mga nakakaalam. So, ang goal natin ngayon ay mag-update tayo regarding the market. So, quick updates tayo, no? Meron po tayong community meet-up tomorrow, ang ICP. So, this is on October 27, 5 to 9 p.m. sa OSCA BGC Burgos Circle. So if you guys are going, mag-ingay po tayo sa group chat. Let us know. Ayan, kung makakadaan po kayo sa Reserve Gastro Tavern. So, balita ko, kapag pinakita ninyo na subscribe kayo sa ICP Manila, sa YouTube channel natin na to, ay meron kayong free drink. So, please, say hello kay Sir Nelson or kay Sir Ton. Magpakilala kayo doon. Go ahead and mingle. So, alam ko usually, by the end or parang sa gitna natin tinatawag si Sir Nelson, no? Kaya lang, I am so sorry. Lowbat po ang ating laptop. Sir Nelson, I'll call you in, maybe talk to the community a little bit. Tell us more about etong ano natin, etong meet up ninyo for tomorrow. Invite them. Ayan. Hi, Sir Nelson. Wait lang. I'll be right back.
Hello? Hello? Hello, am I in? Yep. Okay. Thank you, Julian. I think, na low battery lang siya. So, she's checking it right now. Yeah, so I want to mention lang, GM to everyone. Thank you for joining us again. And tomorrow, actually bukas na ang ating meetup. So, it's going to be at BGC at Reserve Gastro Tavern. So it's going to be 5 to 9 p.m. So please visit, please drop by, say hi to us. And we'll be giving out freebies also on the event. So yeah, it's just, wala naman siyang presentation, mingle lang talaga siya. Magkwentuhan tayo. Let's talk about blockchain. Okay, wait,
Ayan.
I'm not sure.
So sorry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hi, Modern
Sana nga,
Mulan.
yeah, I'm so sorry wala din ako tomorrow, but next month ay magkikita-kita tayo mga ICP friends. Yeah, i-announce na ba natin or kailangan nilang abangan by the end of the live stream? Ang
Ano to, yung mga
ating
winners?
yung meet up natin.
November. Yeah, siguro
Yes.
after this, we have another
Okay.
meetup in November. So exciting 'yon kasi tayong dalawa nandun.
Yes,
So
finally.
finally makikita nila tayo
Mhm.
in real life, 'di
Mhm.
ba? IRL, and we can talk about Web3 and everything about blockchain, especially internet computer.
Yes naman. And then after siguro, if you guys want, pwede naman tayong magkwentuhan din. Kagaya ng meet up nila for tomorrow. No, ayan. So we have a couple
Sayang
more.
wala ka.
Oo nga eh. Ayan. Ano naman, papatag na lang ulit ako sa pictures. But next month, I'm looking forward to that. Ayan, so i-block niyo na po sa calendar ninyo. It's on abangan niyo pala. End of the live stream natin. We'll tell more details. Ayan, magkwentuhan tayo dyan. So we have a couple more
Yes.
market updates sa ICP world
Go
natin.
ahead.
Would you like to, sama ka na, Sir Nelson, o magpamiss ka muna ng very light? Later ka na lang ulit.
Later na lang ako ulit.
All right. Thank you so much. I'll call you back in a while. Thank you,
Okay.
Sir Nelson. Ayan. So, yun nga yung update natin. First update is yung meetup nila for tomorrow, October 27 po, 5 to 9 p.m. Again, mag-subscribe na kayo and show them para yung first two drinks nyo ay libre na ng alam niyo naman gaano kayo ka-spoiled, gaano namin kayo ka-love. Alright, so yung second market update naman natin is this one. So meron pong TED Talks Daily, or in TED Talks Daily, si Chief Scientist and the founder of Definity Foundation, Dominic Williams. By this time, familiar na kayo sa kanya. So sumama siya, or kausap niya, nakakwentuhan niya si Neil C. Hughes, a tech blog writer. And then pinag-usapan nila yung rise ng mga blockchain hacks and yung fundamental infrastructure flaws behind yung regular recurrence nila. No, so ito yung lagi natin pinag-uusapan, 'di ba? Like yung security sa mga hacking, how to deal with them. So para magkaroon din tayo ng insights, if you guys want to read more about this, ayan po yung kanyang username. So at Neil C. Hughes, and then click nyo lang yung techblogwriter.co niya. Itong link na nakikita nyo po sa screen natin ngayon, no, if you want to read more about it. Alam ko may video din nakasama to. So dito, hinighlight po ni Dominic Williams, again, the Definity Foundation founder, hinighlight niya kung bakit ba laging nagkakaroon ng mga hacks sa blockchain and how the industry can approach the problem, no? So kung paano ba natin masosolusyonan yan? Again, very important, security, no? I think makaka-relate din kayo as investors, as users, 'di ba? Napaka-importante niyan. And then shinare din niya dito yung opinions niya sa bear market. Ito rin yung mga gusto ko nalalaman kasi sila syempre napakalawak ng network nila, no? So, I think ang laking bearing kapag nalalaman mo yung POV nila, especially sa mga ganitong klase ng market. And syempre, hindi na mawawala dyan kung ano bang ma-expect natin with Definity. So please read up on this one. It's a really good read. Again, may video din ito, no? So, ayan, kung gusto niyo na rin ng dedicated topic for this, pagkwentuhan lang natin kasi ang lawak din nito eh. Let us know in the comment section, in the live chat. Ayan, at your wish is our command, 'di ba? And then yung next nating update, so if you guys remember, ayan, sa mga OGs natin, ang guest natin last week ay si Crowdfund NFT. So if you guys haven't seen that yet, meron po tayong try natin i-link sa ating description box or even sa pinned comment section, or pwede i-click nyo yung mismo YouTube channel natin and go over yung live stream natin na yon. It's also a really good one. Pero to give you an idea, ang crowdfund NFT ay ang Web3 alternative ng Kickstarter and GoFundMe. So, meron din silang pa-contest na ongoing. So, ang sabi nila sa contest nila, it's actually a tweet, if I'm not mistaken, pinost din nila. They are currently redesigning yung whole front end nila to offer a better user experience. Binanggit na din yan sa na-interview natin, no? So, aabangan natin yan. And right now, they are looking for a slogan. So, comment nyo lang yung ideas nyo with their tweet. Ito po yung kanilang Twitter. Ayan, at crowdfund NFT. Check nyo sila dyan, and then makikita ninyo yung pamimigay din nila na NFT. So again, recap lang, punta kayo sa Crowdfund NFT Twitter, hanapin niyo yung tweet nila na naghaharap sila ng slogan. Comment niyo doon. You can join as many times as you can. Lahat ng slogan na maisip ninyo, ilagay niyo doon. And then kapag yung sa inyo ang napili, ay meron po kayong crowdfund NFT and number 211 po ang ibibigay nila. So you'll also see there yung photo na NFT, no? So sorry, ayaw lang mag-share screen ngayon from my end, pero you can go check it out. Ito lang po yung kanilang username. So yan, and then if you want to know more about them pero tinatamad kayong magbasa ng kanilang white paper, again, we've got you covered kasi na-interview natin sila. And I think very productive yung topic natin doon, no? Pinakita pa niya yung interface, and ang dami talaga sinagot niya lahat ng mga nag-send ng tanong. And then for our next update, we have yung Token 2049 London, hashtag Internet Computer Community Meetup, together with OpenChat, Infinity Swap, Canistor, Poke Studio, sino pa ba? Shiko Metaverse, and yung ang guest natin last week, Crowdfund, NFT. Ayan po. No, sana all nasa London, 'di ba? So hopefully yung mga meet up na ganyan, sana ay makasama na din tayo. No, so yung mga pang ibang bansa, ang sarap siguro sa feeling nun, no? Yung sabihin mo lang sa family friends mo, sorry, nasa London ako this weekend. May meet up kami ng ICP community. Someday, manifesting, wala namang imposible, 'di ba? So ayan, yung kanilang update. If you whether pupunta kayo or hindi, I think it's also important to know yung mga ganitong klase ng updates, no? Para nakikita talaga natin or alam natin na may ginagawa sila, may mga meet up, may solid community talaga outside of yung internet where we live. No, so ayan, nothing wrong na kung dito lang, pero mas maganda if we also form bonds and communities outside. Siyempre, 'di ba? Sino bang ayaw ng ganon? Para lumaki yung network natin. And then the last one, kung marami pa kayong mga questions tungkol sa internet computer blockchain, ayan, open po ang internet computer dashboard natin. So, dito sa dashboard, makikita natin yung transparency across, yung governance, tokenomics, transactions, and decentralization ng IC ecosystem. So, I'll try to share my screen now para makita ninyo yung kanilang website. Ayan, kapit lang kayo guys. Ayan siya. So, internet computer, naka-organize naman sila dito, no? Yung frequently asked questions nila. If you're looking for something very specific, kung hindi nyo pa rin mahanap, comment lang kayo sa baba. And again, kapag marami pong nag-request, ay cover natin yan for you guys. Ayan, so magkakaroon tayo ng dedicated episode. Pero I think halos nandito na din lahat, no? And super dali lang niyang anuhin, tawag dito, i-explore. Think pwede siya kung beginner siya or kahit intermediate or may experience kayo, marami pa rin kayong matututunan with this one. Ayan. So, and then yung last is reminder lang again about the Token 2049 sa London. Kung if you're able, kung available kayo, kung kaya nyo nung sa ticket at gusto nyo talaga, no, very interested kayo to be a part of that community, pwede pa rin naman po kayong kumuha ng tickets nila, no? So, we'll try to put that link sa ating description box para updated po kayong lahat and dun nyo na lang makikita. Alright? So, again, let me call on Sir Nelson, Sir Apen Crypto. Let's have him back here sa screen and let's talk about kung ano ba yung mga napag-usapan natin. Quick recap lang of last episode. Hi, Sir Nelson. Welcome back. Thank you sa
Hello,
pagligtas
Mother
sa akin
Mulan.
kanina.
That's okay. Napunta rin ako sa spotlight bigla.
Sorry, sorry. Ayan, ano lang, pampagising kumbaga,
Ang
ayan.
pagising, tama. So,
Mhm.
GM, everybody.
Yes,
Maraming
GM
salamat sa mga
everyone.
nanonood. Yeah. Ang
Mhm.
Web3 word natin, GM. Maski gabi,
Yes.
GM pa rin.
Oo nga, oo nga. Ayan. So, Sir Ape, para sa mga bago natin 'no, ano bang mga na-miss nila kung wala sila last week?
I think,
Anong
if di pa nila napapanood yung show natin last week, Crowdfund NFT,
mhm,
napakagandang show nito. It's a
mhm.
crowdfunding alternative, 'di ba? Web3 alternative sa Kickstarter tsaka GoFundMe. I think lahat ng
Yes.
I think maraming Filipinos na nakapag-participate na sa Kickstarter and GoFundMe. Why
Mhm,
not check this out, 'di ba? So, malay mo ito yung opportunity sa inyo actually. Is
mhm.
either to invest on a project na nagustuhan nyo doon sa crowdfunding nila or
Mhm.
mag-create kayo ng project, 'di ba? Sabi nga nung founder last week, even mga charity meron din, 'di ba? Mga charity na
Yeah, actually
na
ang
project.
lawak, eh, 'no? Oo.
Lawak,
Ang
yeah.
dami talaga na puwedeng, ano ba dito, sulitin nila or take advantage sa mga gano'ng opportunity. Yeah, and ang ganda din nung tier system na nabanggit niya 'no, of,
Yep. Mm.
halimbawa 'pag ganitong ano, ganitong level of support yung binigay mo, may kanya-kanyang perks kayo. So that was what, stood out para sa'kin kasi ang ganda nun, eh, hindi lahat 'no. I
Yeah.
think walang ganun sa mga current, parang Kickstarter, GoFundMe, walang gano'n 'di ba?
Yep. Ang ganda ng revenue model nila, kumikita sila.
Mm, yeah.
Of course
Pero
with
hindi
the
lugi yung ano, oo.
at the
Win-win
same
talaga.
time natutulungan nila yung mga projects. If merong
Exactly,
yeah,
yeah.
if meron kang Pinoy project, 'di ba, meron kang
Mm.
idea and then you want to create, siguro team
Mhm.
kayo, maski maliit na team kayo, dalawa,
Yeah.
tatlo, meron kayong developer, you can create a crowdfunding doon sa crowdfund
Mhm.
NFT. So malaking opportunity talaga siya.
Oo. Kahit yung exposure pa lang, eh, 'no? Kasi alam
Mhm.
ko sa mga gano'n, halimbawa, gusto ka i-support pero, wala lang pang financial pa, I think napakalaking impact din and support nung exposure na yun 'no? So,
Yeah.
puwedeng ma-curious sila or, maging interested sila sa project. 'Di ba puwedeng maging usually 'pag ganyan, 'pag mga early nagiging moderator pa sila or
Yep.
nagiging even part of the marketing or
Mhm.
part of the actual core team kapag napaka-valuable ng ano. So, limitless talaga yung ano, yung opportunities for those kind of apps. So, I was super, super
Yeah.
excited to talk to
So
crowdfund.
yeah, so if ever hindi niyo pa napapanood, mga viewers,
Mhm.
yeah, panoorin niyo on
Mhm.
our channel. Yun yung previous episode namin. So I
Yes.
want to mention another one. I think marami nagtatanong is the island giveaway ng Cubetopia.
Mhm.
Gusto ko lang i-mention na meron ng nanalo. So meron na siyang nanalo, nakapost siya sa Twitter.
Mhm.
And yeah, very transparent naman tayo kung sino
Mhm.
nanalo and paano siya na-raffle off.
Yeah.
So na-raffle off siya through Twitter Picker. At the same time, chinek natin kung nakasubscribe siya sa YouTube channel natin. And
How
his
about
name,
sa mga Yeah, how about sa mga naka-miss nung ano na yun or hindi pa nanalo sa mga pag-giveaway natin, may aabangan pa ba sila for
yes,
giveaways?
meron pa tayong isang island that will be given away actually. So
Yun!
abangan niyo yan sa Twitter. So you have to really follow yung Twitter channel natin
Mhm.
because yeah, yung mga pa-contest natin is yun yung dun yung pinaka-updated na news.
Yeah, oo.
Yeah.
So, para direct na din, 'di ba? Or you can wait for us every ano, pero I think it's also really good kung meron kayong Twitter and you're following us sa official Twitter natin. Again, meron po tayong link sa ating description box. So, 'wag na kayong maghintay pa nung kung ano-ano, please follow us there.
Yep.
Ayan. And then aside from that, yung update nga is reminder lang for the meetup tomorrow. So, sino pong
Yes.
hahanapin nila for the free drinks?
Yeah, look for me, Nelson, and my counterparts of Chain Manila, si Ton. So we'll be there early. So 5 to 9 p.m. yon. Free
Mhm.
drinks and let's just talk, mingle, and
Mhm.
learn from each other. Magkwentuhan
Yeah.
tayo mga stories natin regarding sa cryptocurrency rabbit hole, kumbaga.
Oo 'no, feeling ko nga 5 to 9, pag-iisipin mo para ang tagal na oras, pero kapag nagsimula na tayong magkuwentuhan feeling ko kulang pa yun, 'no?
Yeah,
Parang baka ma-extend pa kasi napakarami nating puwedeng pagkuwentuhan, eh. So
agree.
gano'n ka-exciting, ICP pa lang actually kulang na yung oras, what more like in general na crypto, 'no? So it's going to be very fruitful, also very, very fun. So if you have the time, come over po sa meetup tomorrow, October 27, 5 to 9 p.m. Let me flash lang again yung details dito sa screen natin so you guys can come sa Reserve Gastro Tavern, BGC. Alright, kung
Mag-register
ma-miss out
kayo sa
nito,
Eventbrite.
yes, ayan po yung mga ano natin, yung mga QR codes natin or pwede nyo
Yeah.
i-visit yung mismong Twitter page, nandun din po.
Yep.
So ayan, kung ma-miss out niyo 'to, don't worry, napakarami pa po natin and, by the end of the show, i-reveal natin yung for November. O yun, meron tayong mga 1 month 'no, para
Yeah, for
ma-block na yung
November.
schedule ninyo.
Yep.
Yeah, alright. So wag na natin patagalin pa dahil napakaganda din po ng topic natin for today. And gaya nga ng sabi ni Sir Crypto, Sir Ape, um eto parang pinsan natin, eh, 'no? Pareho tayo ng
Oo nga.
culture. So, I think it's going to
Yeah.
be a really, really, exciting episode because of this one. So, ayan, huwag na nating patagalin pa. Let's call on Sir Omar of Cosmicraft. Hi, Omar. How
Hello.
are you?
Hi,
Hello,
Omar.
good. Good. How are you?
We are so
Wait.
excited to have you here. I told them that we're like cousins because we have the same, culture. We share so much culture together.
I'm happy to be here. Yes, and happy to share the culture as well.
Yeah, so let us in on who you are, what you do, what you specialize in, how you got in crypto, and all things exciting, all things juicy.
Sure. So, uh, I will start with I'm used to be a professional gamer from
Mm-hmm.
esports since 2002.
Nice.
That's where my experience come from.
Mm-hmm.
And after decades of playing, I then moved on to be a showcaster, a streamer. I used to worked for Blizzard Entertainment and Riot Games as a caster for esports in Latin
Oh wow,
America in
that's cool.
Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
I did that for several years, and then I moved on to video production. I used to work with these companies as an independent contractor, and I was the middleman between them
Mm-hmm.
and influencers, YouTubers in Latin America.
Oh, I
That's a little bit
see.
of my background. I
Mm-hmm.
went to school. I studied finance and management and finance back in
Mm-hmm.
2005, and well, after all that experience, I decided to move on and create my own game with all the experience that I gathered from
Mm-hmm.
my past jobs, and
Yeah.
that's what brought me here.
It's
Omar.
so
But,
interesting to
yeah,
know about your background that you yourself you were a player, you were also a
that's nice. Yeah.
shoutcaster. So like you have this bird's eye view as well, and now you are a developer of your own game. So can you give us like a brief introduction of what the game mainly is about and what it's like to see your vision come to life?
Sure. Yeah, Cosmicrafts is a strategy game.
Mm-hmm.
It's real time strategy, the genre. It's different. There's a difference between the strategy turn based and the real time. So, for example, chess, it's based on turns,
Mm-hmm.
and real time will be playing chess without having turns. Like everyone makes their moves
Yeah.
in real time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what Cosmic Crafts is about. You have your units, like in chess.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh.
enter the game with those units beforehand, and then you make choices in real time. And the goal is to beat the opponent. When you destroy
Mm-hmm.
the enemy base, that's when the game finish. So
Oh wow.
the yeah the game I've been building the game since 2006 2016.
Mhm.
Oh.
It's been a long
Nice.
time,
Yeah.
and it was first made for mobile devices. I wanted to
Mhm.
make real-time strategy like StarCraft or other real-time games, but for mobile devices. And I wanted to make something for esports as well, something that I could enjoy playing, that I would play myself competitively.
Mhm.
And for the first years, I didn't get the results right because the the first lesson that I learned developing games is that great games take years to develop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we take a look at other games, like the big franchises, they didn't come up in a few months or in a few years.
Yeah.
They've been building
Mm-hmm.
for several years. So
Mhm.
I'm taking those examples to build a game, a solid base for the game,
Mhm.
and I've been focused on building the core of the gameplay since 2016.
Oh, that's
All,
so cool to hear. Yeah. Can you share with us? Can you share your screen? Show us a little bit of the
Yeah.
game. Get our viewers excited about the graphics.
sure, of course, yeah. So let me share screen. Okay. Can, can we see the screen? Okay,
It's
there
still
it is.
loading from my end, but
Yeah.
yeah, there we
Okay,
go. Yeah.
so here's like all the kind of the software I use for developing the game, but Unity is the main is the game engine where I develop the game. We
Nice.
can if I hit play, we can see like the actual gameplay, and the game is really simple. It's about you have 8 units here, like if it was chess, and then sending to the you send the units to the battleground. Right now, I have the bot in like the impossible mode. It's really hard to beat, but
Mhm.
we have hotkeys, so we
Yeah.
can use from number 1 to number 8 to send the spaceships into the battleground,
Mhm.
and that's basically the mechanic of the game. This is the core of the gameplay that I've been working for years. Uh,
And it looks
there,
so good. It really looks
Yeah.
good and smooth. Yeah.
Are you playing it live right now, Omar?
yes, yes,
Yeah,
this
I
one,
can hear the keyboard.
I can
yeah.
hear the keyboard. So yeah,
Mhm.
very good.
It looks so good.
So the game is basically this. What we see is the core of the gameplay.
Mhm.
It's kind of a sandbox where
Mhm.
we can have like different experiences. Every game is gonna be different,
Mhm.
and the goal is to have as many as hundreds of different units, so people can choose their own strategy. Right
Mhm.
now, we
Yeah.
start with 8. Um, we have different factions, we have different characters, different spaceships,
Mhm.
and uh, the goal, the long term goal of the game is
Mhm.
to have expansions. So uh, we started building on the IC
Mhm.
September last year, and we've been developing on the Intel computer, and I
Mhm.
think we've been doing pretty good. We've been learning a lot.
Mhm.
We didn't know anything about building in crypto before here.
Yeah.
I used to know a little bit of smart contracts in Solidity,
Mhm.
Ethereum, Matic, but not really got into Web3 development until we
Mhm.
got into the IC. So the first thing we did was integrate wallets, IC
Mhm.
wallets, and then uh, we made a login for the game where
Mhm.
users can log in with their wallets.
Mhm.
They create a username and they can start playing. Now we are in the beta phase development right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is the first phase of the beta is closed.
Mhm.
Uh, if anyone wants to play, we have invitations. We can get you the invitations and the NFTs.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool. So
Mhm.
if anyone here, again, if you are on the live chat or maybe even on the comment section, let us know if you guys are interested to be a part so that we could request for an
Yeah.
invite for you guys. And it really looks good. Like um, if you compare with the other play to earn games that we were able to
Yeah.
experience, uh, I
Yeah.
mean, we
Yeah.
can't even compare them. This one is so good. It looks really
Yeah,
nice.
the
It's so
quality of the
smooth.
graphics and of course the
Hmm.
mechanics is really
Yeah,
good.
and it's
Yeah,
really well
Omar.
thought out.
Yeah, Omar. I think you mentioned earlier on why you started on building with the IC. I guess I just gonna circle back and ask, how did you start into the blockchain? And
Mhm.
again, you mentioned IC, you started it last year. Why did you choose to build in the internet computer? Maybe you can tell us more on the journey into the building and discovering the Web3 and basically the blockchain rabbit hole. Maybe to inspire as well other developers out there who are in the Philippines right now.
Yeah.
Sure. So last year, around February,
Mhm.
I was getting more into crypto because of the big bull run that was going on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I follow along like all the way from the top to the very, very bottom.
Mhm.
And on the very bottom, around July last year,
Mhm.
I got interested into developing in blockchain. Um, I was hearing that the bear market is the best time to build,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
and that was a big motivation. So uh, I got to know about ICP because the big event, the Genesis event, and then the release. But then I follow some YouTubers on crypto, BitBoy and the
Mhm.
Yeah.
Coin Bureau.
Yeah.
So
The
I heard
popular
from
one.
Guy from Converio about the internet computer, and he was explaining about the technical stuff about the IC, and I was
Mhm.
very interested because one of the one of the pillars of the core features of the game
Mhm.
since we started it was to be free to play. So
Yeah.
that wasn't possible in any other blockchain. So in any other blockchain, we will have
Yeah.
to pay for transactions. Users will have to pay for transactions, and
Mhm.
that is a big barrier for users to
Yeah.
start
Mhm.
getting
Agree.
into crypto. So, for example, I had friends that I wanted to get them into the NFTs and into DeFi, and they
Mhm.
didn't want to try because they didn't want to go to an exchange and
Yeah.
do all
Yeah,
the.
there's so much friction as and so many barriers.
And I saw the IC as a big opportunity to
Mhm.
complete the game in the way we originally planned it to. So free transactions and all that. So my
Mhm.
first approach to the IC after that was going to Discover, and then I found out the community, the forums, and people
Yeah.
sharing about the development of other projects, and that got me really interested. Then I went to Definity Foundation website, and I found out that they had grants.
Yeah.
So I applied for a grant with Definity. I think they liked the game by then that time. It didn't look like it looks right now, but it was it. We were getting close to where we're at now. So
Mhm.
I think they liked the game, and they gave us the opportunity to start building
Mhm.
on the internet computer under a grant,
Yeah.
and that's how we got started on the internet computer.
Yeah, Omar, you're also a winner of the recent Supernova Hackathon. Actually, a community winner. Actually, it's a big deal for me, I think, because I think here in Web3, in blockchain, community should be actually number one as a priority. And you being the winner of the community
Mhm.
award, I think is really a big deal. So, what has changed since you being the Supernova Hackathon winner, and
Mhm.
how did you use the funds? And were you able to get the grants also, another grant for
Mhm.
being the winner?
Yeah, so we got into financial difficulties around that time.
Mhm.
First, for the Supernova Hackathon, we were participating with the beta development, and we didn't
Mhm.
have that already. We were delayed about a month and a half. So
Mhm.
Mm,
we
okay.
participated as developers, but
Mm.
we couldn't possibly win or participate like really against other projects because we didn't
Yeah.
have we didn't have the beta ready. But we were fortunate to win the community award.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we encouraged the community. I think we did win in votes. We got help, yes, of course, and we're thankful for that. And I think it was so. Since we started, we have been collaborating with all the projects on the IC.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
Oh yeah.
that's around us, or if I see a project on the IC, a new project that looks interesting or looks serious enough, I will contact them and ask them for a collaboration. So
Oh
our
yeah,
mission,
that's good.
our mission from day one was to collaborate and share and grow this together because
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the things that Definitive Foundation asked us to do when we started. They were like, we need you to collaborate with other projects. We
Mm-hmm.
need
Yeah.
to grow the
Agree.
ecosystem. That's something that we would like to continue doing with 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 us. So we took that very serious, and that's something that we carry with a lot of pride. That we are a community project. We're open to other
Yeah.
projects. We're open to the community.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this we've gone we've come this far. Thank you. Thanks for the community. So we're well aware of that, and
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Agree.
we see a big responsibility on this. And
Mm-hmm.
in terms of financial, we made $10,000 of the in cash. Uh, Most of that money went off paying lost wages. We lost a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people during June, July, August, and then September.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh.
20 people, we reduced the team to 4 people right now.
Can you share
And
why? Why did you reduce or downsize the team?
sure, so we got funded on March. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
we got funded on March. We sold a small percentage of the token allocation, and then
Mm-hmm.
we sold NFTs. So with all that money that we got, I took the decision to hire a lot of people, that will
Mm.
represent that kind of investment, that kind of money. So
Mm-hmm.
I did that. I never thought that we were we will get caught on the bear market, and then
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
all
Yeah.
that happened. So uh, the payroll was very high. That it was super
Mm-hmm.
high enough for me to just not be able to continue working with these people. So that was my mistake. I take that responsibility. So the grant, the the, the community award was basically to pay off a lot of the debt. We still own some of the people, but it's not as much as it was before. So we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna be paying a little by little, but it happens in any company.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think if somebody hasn't lost money on crypto, they haven't experienced the real crypto.
Yeah. Agree.
Uh, that's
Mm-hmm.
number one. And number two, most of the people we hired, they didn't have the experience. They didn't have the experience on crypto. They didn't have the experience in
Mm.
game development.
Yeah.
So it was hard for me to hire new people, train them,
Mm-hmm.
and then after I trained them, it happened that I didn't have enough money. When I
Mm-hmm.
hired them, I told them that we will have money just enough to survive until June, and we
Mm-hmm.
will depend on an NFT sale or token sale or something. So I told them beforehand that we might get into this situation, and
Mm-hmm.
we so uh, that was that that was what happened basically.
Yeah. And I think nobody really expected the bear market, but it's nice to hear how you handle that professionally and in a way that,
Yeah.
you don't sacrifice the quality of what you guys are building. So it's nice to
Agree.
see that even though there's like that huge challenge that came about your team, you're still able to handle it gracefully. So that's good to hear. Thank you so much for being so transparent with the community as well.
Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you.
So, right now, what would you say are your main priorities, and what does it look like for the next couple of months for Cosmic Crafts?
Yeah, so we have a roadmap, and we're inviting the community to help us with feedback about what they really want about the game on this stage.
Mm-hmm.
On our end, we are proposing a new multiplayer and reward system. We want to
Mm-hmm.
enable uh, the PvP, so players can play against other players, and they can play also cooperative against the computer. We
Mm-hmm.
want to make new game modes, and I think that the next 3 months, 3 to 4 months, will be work on the development of an open beta. Right now, it's closed because
Yeah,
we still don't have the security uh, to get on board people. So it's very difficult because it's a free to play game, and we need to give NFTs to every single player that comes in, because the only way to play in the game is with NFTs.
yeah,
So we need to create a system where new players can get on board, start playing, get their NFTs completely free, and also to have the security to avoid exploitations on the economy. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's gonna take a while, because
Yeah.
uh, we haven't faced this before, and
Mm-hmm.
I think that the open beta development that is gonna come the next year is gonna give us the feedback necessary to increase the security, to learn more about how users are playing the game,
Mm-hmm.
what users are expecting about the game, and how users can exploit the economy as well. Because as a player, you always want to learn more. You want to find
yeah.
out uh,
Mm-hmm.
how you can get the best out of it,
Exactly. Yeah.
and that's normal. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
will do the same. So
Mhm.
I think that the experiment we're going to have with the open beta is going to be around that, how to have a free to play game with
Mm-hmm.
NFTs, community driven, with governance. That, okay, we can talk
Agree.
about that a little bit later,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
and have a solid and secure economy for everybody to play.
agree. Omar, yeah, we mentioned, actually, we discussed earlier that there really are a lot of Filipino fans who do play Web3 blockchain games like Axie Infinity, Crypto Blades, and actually a lot more. What do you think? What will make Cosmic Crafts unique and different? You think versus the usual ones?
Yeah. So first, I want to mention that yes, Philippines is our target market. Is probably our number one target market, because 40% of the players of Axie Infinity are from the
Yeah,
Philippines. So
that's a lot.
that's a big number for us. And in terms of what makes us different, or what makes us competitive in
Yeah,
the play to earn market,
Mm-hmm.
we we come we're not reinventing the wheel. We are
Mm-hmm.
going to use uh, proven strategies and proven plans, economic
Yeah.
models that are actually working.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to take the mobile gaming economy, which is based
yeah.
on two game currencies, one that is free and another one that is premium. That
Mm-hmm.
way, we give the players a free game with a free token, play to earn, and they can create their own economy. We're gonna give them
Yeah,
governance.
that's nice.
We try to bring the ESNS to the governance, and use the ESNS for the token for the
Hmm.
players, and then have a different economy for the other token, which is a premium token that is
Mm-hmm.
going to be sold uh, is not gonna be able to earn unless different maybe through tournaments or through community events, but it's not
Yeah,
going to be directly related to play the game. And this is
Yeah.
because the rule number one of farming in Web3 is if we don't know where the yield's coming from, we are the yield. So
Oh, yeah.
we need to make clear that the 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 play to earn is for the community, and the
Mm,
premium token is for investors, and it's a different game. It's going to be a
yeah.
different game between the tokens, so players don't affect the investor economy, and the
agree.
investors don't affect the player economy. So
Really, really good point. Yeah.
That's a good one.
You hit the nail on that one. I think I like that you really studied what worked and what didn't work with the existing ones,
Yeah,
because you can learn a lot from them, right? And of course you get what works for them, you apply them the very best that you can with what you're creating, and then those that don't work, we find solutions to them. So it's a really good, it seems so simple, but I think a lot of developers tend to forget that. Like others are like too proud that they don't look at the other games. But I really like and appreciate your mindset where you acknowledge the previous ones before you, and you learn a lot from
yeah,
them.
yeah, like I said, I'm not here to reinvent the wheel. I'm here
Mm-hmm.
to
yeah.
take the best practices and the
Mm-hmm.
best proven economies that are working
Mhm.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Of
hi,
course, we can innovate, but we can innovate
agree.
on the go
Yeah.
over time.
Omar, you mentioned about the SNS. What do you think about the SNS?
Mm-hmm.
And then will you be using it as a DAO for your tokenomics for your project?
I'm
Mm-hmm.
very excited for the SNS
Yeah,
since I learned about it. That's something that I wanted to integrate. I
agree.
think
Mm-hmm.
that is going to be the best tool for the game that
Mm-hmm.
can possibly have. I still don't know the full capabilities of the SNS, but as a governance DAO and as a token distributor, that is just the best solution that I could ever find around
Yeah.
the game.
Agree. But there's also a lot of controversies ongoing with regards to SNS, right?
Yeah, like I said, I think the best way is to give it a try and
Agree. Yeah,
learn about it, test, and improve it over time. I don't think it's gonna
agree.
be
Mm-hmm.
perfect by any means, but I
Yeah,
think over time, if we
Yeah.
contribute to it, we can make it work.
Yeah, there's always room for improvement, and I think that's also a really good quality in everything.
mhm.
Not only in games specifically, but Web3 in general. That's why it's so empowering. So, Omar, if you are ready for more questions from our community, we'd like to share with
Yeah.
you some of the questions that they sent in. Are you okay with that?
Sure, of course, yes.
By the
That's what
way,
we
Modern
love to
Mulan,
hear.
we need to mention
Yes.
to Omar as well that
Anything. Ask me anything. Don't worry about
yeah,
it.
Omar needs to choose five good questions, and then we'll be
Yes,
rewarding those top
the
five
top five
questions.
ones.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. So maybe if you can just jot down their username, some
we'll
of
jot it down
the
for you.
with the best questions that you think were really interesting. So we have a couple here. I have chosen some. So I guess let's start with this one. So this one is from Spitfire. So do you have tutorial videos so they can get to know more about the project clearly, or do you have a YouTube
Oh,
channel
that's a
or any
nice
other
question.
social media accounts that you can share with them?
Yes, I'm gonna. I have to start with this. I'm sorry about it. Uh, it's a shame for me that as a video producer in past
Mhm.
jobs, I haven't been able to uh, get a tutorial video on this.
Mhm.
Uh, I've been very absent of public presence because most of the time I keep on I spend my time on the computer developing.
Mm.
So uh, the 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 answer is right now we don't have a tutorial video, but it's in plans to work on something very simple. So
Mm-hmm.
we want we want all kinds of users to be able to play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was talking to
agree.
a friend, and he was like, "Look, if my nephew, my 4-year-old nephew, can play your game, you are good to go." So I think that's
Oh.
the goal. That will be the goal. Make the game so simple. Uh, Maybe through user experience, through video tutorials. Uh,
Yeah,
there are many ways, but definitely video tutorials are one of the things we have plans to do. And more
Mm-hmm.
than that, we have the hero and the unit spotlight, which we're going to introduce new heroes and new spaceships, and we're going to explain uh, what are the special abilities of every unit, and how can we use it on the battleground, and technical information about it. We have plans,
Mm-hmm.
uh, little by
Coming
little.
soon. Yeah. That's why
yeah,
you have to follow your social media so that once the game is
mhm,
out and all the other materials like tutorials and other videos or
agree.
even just graphics, they could easily find them. And it's so funny that you mentioned that because Spitfire, one of the many questions he sent was like regarding the entry barrier as well because they're like too complex. So it's nice to hear that you're gonna make it very inclusive that even a fifth grader could understand how to play
Yeah,
the game and enjoy it.
that's good.
Yeah, so that's a really good and comprehensive answer. And thank you as well, Spitfire, for your questions. And I'm so happy that they were both covered already. So for the next one, we have Mananap TV. This one is regarding the value proposition of the game. How can you ensure for us that holding this or playing the game will be beneficial for long term? And what's your plan to increase demand
Oh,
and
nice.
scarcity? Hmm.
This is a very good question.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to start with the way to ensure the value.
Hmm.
It's through building, and,
Yeah, agree.
and uh, I cannot guarantee in the future. What I can
Hmm.
say is we have a past. We have a
Hmm.
past of almost 6 years in development that
Yeah,
is covering the
Hmm.
work right now, and that is the path we're going to follow. If we've been developing this for 6 years, we want to continue for at least 10 years, as much as possible.
Hmm.
Now, talking about the long-term development, uh, I want to give a good example of what is a good long-term game, and that is World of Warcraft. World of
yeah,
Warcraft started in 2001. The development, it didn't come just like World of Warcraft. They developed first Warcraft 3, and then Warcraft 2, and then Warcraft 1. Like,
Hmm.
this is what
yeah,
I mean by great games take years to develop.
Hmm.
So
agree.
what happened with World of Warcraft is that they've been going for years, and they've been creating content over the years,
Hmm.
expansion after expansion. And I'm a big fan of World of Warcraft. I play myself. I don't play like all year round. I usually
Hmm.
uh, come to a new expansion, check it out, the content,
Hmm.
uh, and I think that's what's coming from for Cosmicrafts. We're going to
Oh
create.
wow, so interesting. Hmm.
We're gonna make infinite expansions. We
Hmm.
want the community to participate.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a backstory, and we're gonna have new units, and we want to come this together. That
Hmm.
is the original plan. Of course, it's gonna take time. Uh,
Hmm.
we cannot build this in a few months or a
agree.
year,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's part of the plan, of course.
Hmm.
Yeah, Omar, Rome wasn't built in one day.
Yeah, correct, correct. Mhm. And I
Yeah, I
think
have.
the more you
I
take time,
wish.
the more you take time, the more thought and care you really put into it, and the
Yeah,
better quality. So it's really exciting to hear that you're already thinking about, or you already have those lined up. So even though you can't give us a very specific timeline, I
yeah,
think just the idea that you are very much open to that kind of idea to keep people interested, um, and to have new players incoming, right? Because you'll be able
yeah,
to attract new ones. Is a really really positive thing for Cosmic Crafts.
yeah. Omar, I do have a follow-up question. Do you think the story behind the game is critical or much more important than the gameplay itself? What do you think?
Okay, it's a very good question because
Mm-hmm.
this game started as a story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I started writing the story because I was in video game school, and uh, the teacher was like, the first thing you need is a story for the
Yeah.
game.
Mm-hmm.
And then as we went through development and we went to mobile devices, we discovered that in mobile devices, people didn't really care much about the backstory of the game. Sometimes they do,
Oh,
some players
okay.
don't, but the massive majority of players don't
Mm-hmm.
pay a lot of attention around the story of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, that's where we decided to pause the story,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but we have a canon, like it's kind of like the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
where we have a timeline
Mm-hmm.
where events happens, and around that we were building the story. So uh, we
Yeah.
have something, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not completed yet. So it can be decided, and I think this is a good part for the metaverse because um,
Mm-hmm.
as a metaverse, everyone can contribute. Everyone can build their own stories around
Oh, yeah.
any, any other project
Mhm.
they want.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
sorry. So I was checking the question and about the plan to increase demand and scarcity.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I just wanted to point out that in the tokenomics we have something unique. That's something
Mm-hmm.
that I haven't seen in any other game before, and that's uh, all in-game transactions are going to burn the tokens, like 100%.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
nice. That's good.
Yeah.
That means that if the player spend their tokens in the
Yeah.
game, they're gonna be removed forever from circulation.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it is. It is. And you're correct. I can't think like at the top of my head if another game is doing that. I'm interested to see how that pans out. Hopefully that solves, the current problems that we have with other play to earn games.
Yeah.
And it's aligned with the question of Eugene underscore 121 regarding the importance or your competitive advantage in terms of the tokenomics that you have prepared.
Oh, very specific.
Yeah.
For SNS.
So the next question
Exactly.
is from Josh C. Sorry, do you have anything to add with the previous one?
Yes. Uh, just what was the previous question?
It's this one. Were
Oh
you looking
no,
for
no,
this one?
that's good. But I saw another
From
question.
Eugen.
Yeah, the
Yes, the
tokenomics.
Here.
distribution.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for the spiral token, the premium token, we have a
Mm-hmm.
limited supply. It's going to be 1 billion tokens,
Mm-hmm.
and there's not going to be any more because every time players spend the tokens in the game, they're going to
Mm-hmm.
be removed forever from circulation.
Yeah.
Uh, that's one. For the free-to-play token, the Neutrino, what we have planned is to have a daily distribution for
Mm-hmm.
players to earn, and then it, they're going to be burned as well in in-game transactions, but it doesn't have a limit on how many tokens will be minted. We know that
Mm-hmm.
how many tokens we're gonna distribute in one day,
Mm-hmm.
but we can change that on the SNS
Mm-hmm.
through governance through DAO. I
Mm-hmm.
think we can start with a model that works, but as we go, as we get more players, we're going to need to change that. And I think this is
Yeah.
why it's very important to have a DAO, such as the
Mm-hmm.
SNS,
Yeah,
because
agree.
if
Yeah,
we
and
need
it's very important to adapt as well. Mm-hmm.
yes. Now about the how many tokens are going to be logged by the team, we we have a 23%
Mm-hmm.
distribution for the team and for advisors.
Mm-hmm.
We have a locking period of 6 months. That means
Mm-hmm.
that after the TGE, we're not gonna get any tokens until after 6 months. If we hire new people, they're gonna have to wait 6 months before they can get the tokens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The distribution it's is really simple. We're gonna get the 2% of the pool every
Mm-hmm.
month, and the pool is going to be every time it's gonna be smaller, but the two
Mm-hmm.
percent is gonna remain. So basically, we're gonna
Yeah,
have tokens forever because the
Yeah.
2% of something is gonna be it's a cycle.
that's a
Yeah.
Uh,
good point. Yeah.
I personally, I'm a long-term holder.
Mm-hmm.
I've been holding this game since a long time, and I see this as a long-term investment. As long as I have a salary that I can live off and I can get
You hold
food and
the yeah.
pay my rent, I don't need to sell any tokens. I'm good.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
agree.
done with my project all the way.
So good to hear. I mean, it's your project at the end of the day. So, who else is gonna be like the number one supporter if not you, right? So that's so good to hear from you. Again, you're so transparent, and I love how you elaborate on every question. So, Eugen, thank you so much for sending that. If you have a follow up question, please, our chat is open, and we'll pick that if you do have a follow up one. So the next one is from Cian Mercado. So you mentioned about the financial struggles partly because of the bear market. Now, how are you planning on funding the project in the coming months?
Oh yeah, it's a good point.
I love this question, and I wish I could have the final answer.
Mm-hmm.
So we're fundraising.
Mm-hmm.
The bear market hit us in the way that it's harder for us to get funds right now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in a bull market, there's a lot of money and
Yeah.
it's flowing right. Right
Yeah.
now,
Mm-hmm.
it's very hard. So we sold 2.6% of the allocation of the spiral
Mm-hmm.
allocation. It's a small percentage. We have
Mm-hmm.
available the 2.4 percentage available to sell the tokens. Uh, we are offering this to private investors, to VCs,
Yeah.
because uh, it's seed funding. We
Yeah.
need to close the deal,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't think we're gonna get into NFT sales anytime soon because we got our lesson from our last
Oh.
sale with
Mm-hmm.
and and yes, I don't think it's fair for the team to be expecting that kind of income when we're not sure yet. So I
Yeah.
think selling tokens is the best way because once we get funded, we can plan with the money in advance. We can talk to the
Mm-hmm.
investors
Yeah.
and see like, okay, this is what we have, and this is what we can do. What do you think about it? I've
Yeah.
been
You can
very
just go
open.
there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So about our investors, I've been very open with them about this is where we are right now, and this is where we're
Mm-hmm.
going, and I I have constant communication with them about what do they expect about the game and what do they expect about the IC and overall.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is very important for the upcoming investors that is not only taking the
Yeah.
money, we need that feedback and we need that
Mm-hmm.
communication.
Yeah,
Agree.
yeah, it's very, very important, especially communication. So, We hope we answered your questions, Ian Mercado. And then here's a short one from Danilo. Cosmicraft, will it be available in mobile?
Yes, the answer is yes. You can play right now in mobile, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, our goal is to port the game for the Apple Store and the
Yeah.
Play Store in
Yeah.
Google. Now, to achieve this, I want to add about that one of the Definity grants we have going on right now. We
Mm-hmm.
are building infrastructure for everybody in the ecosystem to build games
Mm-hmm.
and be able to export to mobile devices.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay.
this grant is going to take a while. We've been working on this since May, and we have a lot of technical difficulties, but nothing we cannot overcome.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident about our development team. We
Mm-hmm.
have done great things. We have achieved great things in terms of technology and infrastructure, and I think we can have Cosmic Crafts in mobile soon next year.
So good to hear. And I
Nice.
think there are a lot of users who really prefer, mobile gaming because it's just
Yeah.
such a big thing, specifically here in the Philippines. Like, there, it's crazy. Like the Philippine market for that. Um, yeah, so I'm so delighted to hear that you have a mobile app coming really soon.
Omar,
Number
on the
one,
mobile game, will you be able to connect your wallet? How does it work?
that's a great question. So our plans are to integrate Web2 login with the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
we don't want new users to know to have the struggle or the barrier,
Yeah.
the
Mm-hmm.
technological barrier. So we want to make it easy for them to log
Yeah.
in. Maybe they can log in with their Google account, with their Twitter
Yeah.
account,
Mm-hmm.
with their Discord, and have their wallet safe. So we have two different projects on the IC right now developing this technology
Mm-hmm.
that we plan to integrate in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, nice, nice.
So exciting. I mean, there are so many things to look forward to. And I'm sure you're going to update on your social media, even on your website. So we could just refer everyone there, so that if you have any more updates that you'd like to share, they could immediately check it for themselves. So I think we forgot to revert to this one. So I'll bring it up again. This one is from Josh T. There's a large audience who do not understand the English language at all, but are very much interested in crypto. So,
Oh,
what's your
okay.
plan in creating,
Good
local
point.
communities to include different audiences?
I love this question because it's been my concern since day one.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, the localization of the game. We
Mm-hmm.
have the game available right now in 8 different languages.
Mm-hmm.
We want to increase that that number of languages through the time, and but also to create communities for regions, for countries, so uh, they can they can contribute, they can participate in their own language uh, with their friends. You know, it's a milestone for us to achieve that.
Mm-hmm.
A good
Yeah.
example will be to create a Cosmicrafts Twitter account for the Philippines, for example,
Yeah.
and have
Mm-hmm.
everything on the language. So that's one of the plans. Of course, localization of the game. That's another thing that we've been working on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we can make it happen. Right now on Discord, we have different channels with
Yeah.
different languages, but we need to work on that. We need to promote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think organically that would also grow as your project grows, as your community or audience grows, and it's
Yeah.
something very natural. You could either hire, moderators, but I think those are just for support. Basically, the best communities are those who created themselves too. So yeah, thank you so much, Joshi. It's such a good point as well. So I'm happy that this was also brought up.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then this one is from Scout Martin regarding the sensitivity features. Will there be some? Will it be? I know you mentioned you want even kids to be able to play it. So will there
Ah,
not be any sensitive
nice.
content that parents would
Good
have to
point.
worry about?
Yeah, so since the game design document in
Mm-hmm.
2016, we established that we wanted to make it available for kids with
Mm-hmm.
reduced violence. We failed that with I failed with that with the characters,
Mm-hmm.
but that's something that we can fix over time. I think the
Yeah,
characters are
you can tweak those. Yeah, they're not too.
Mhm.
They're flexible, I guess, especially with a
remove the
creative mind like
weapons.
you. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things we
Yeah.
can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, I will like this game to. For example, I have a 1 year daughter that I would like her to play. So
Yeah.
uh, I want the the violence reduced, the explosions in
Mhm.
the game, and the action.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
That's something important. But we one of the goals is to be uh, be available for kids,
Mhm.
and we already applied for the ESRB rating. We're in
Oh,
the
okay.
process,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
and
you can get, yeah, feedback from what areas or aspect you could improve on. So that's a good one. I think an all-inclusive game sounds really appealing to everyone. But I'm sure you guys are gonna balance without making it too kid-friendly that others won't be able to enjoy, right?
yes, our goal is to have the biggest audience possible. So from
Yeah,
kids, Gen Z,
I
millennials.
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, so that's a good one. I hope we answered your question, Scout Martin. And then here's another one from Mikoy Dimaro. Um, will a player need a high-end PC to play?
Oh, nice.
This is a great question because I am not sure about this.
Mhm.
I can play on a laptop. Uh,
Yeah.
it doesn't play super smooth, but it
Mhm.
does play. On my computer, it runs good, but it's not a great computer. Also, I have a GPU that is around 10 years old and an old process, an old i7, and it runs smooth. But I will say that you don't require a high-end PC. You
Mhm.
can play on a mobile device, on an iPad, on
Mhm.
an iPhone. I play on a Samsung Galaxy.
Mhm.
I play smooth,
Oh, okay.
and I am personally working on the performance of the game right
Mhm.
now. The next update we're going to have this week comes with a lot of improvements in the performance,
Mhm.
and that is a focus for me in the development is to make it available for as many devices as possible.
Mhm. It's really good to hear.
Yeah.
Again, it's about, inclusivity because not everyone has a high-end PC, not everyone prefers
Yep.
mobile. So you have those kind of accessible options for everyone. I think we've already answered 8 questions, Omar. So
That's a
of
lot.
all the questions that you have answered, which are the top 5 that you'd want to award the rewards to? So let me give you a quick review of everything. Here's one from Spitfire regarding the tutorial videos. Another one from Mananap TV regarding the value proposition. The next one is Josh regarding, the community building, the language barrier, and then Danilo asked regarding the availability in mobile. We also have Cian Mercado regarding how you're gonna handle the financial struggles that you've been facing. All good questions. I don't want to be in your place right now, Omar, because it's gonna be so hard to
I
choose.
know it's hard.
This
the
one's
credit
from
card.
Eugene regarding your tokenomics. Good question. Scout Martin with sensitivity features and Mikoy regarding the high end PC. So, do you have can you give us a
It's a
top five
hard one
now?
on me, but okay.
All right.
Okay, so I will choose about the financial situation in the bear market because
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's something that
Mercado.
has impacted us like really, really hard. That is
Yeah.
something that is, right now I'm still trying to figure it out.
Hmm.
About development, I don't. It's hard, but I know it just takes time.
Yeah.
But with the struggle of a market that is not in our control, that is very difficult. That is something that
Mhm.
uh, I
Yeah.
sweat upon.
Yeah. The struggle is real with this one, and I feel you with this. It's right that you mentioned during the bull market. Everyone wants to invest in anything as long as they could buy a token.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter whether the game is there or not. People buy in, but um, let's go back to what you said. People who build during the bear market will reap the best rewards during the next bull run. So let's just hold on to that one. So thanks for that,
Yeah.
Sian, and congratulations. Thank you for such an insightful question. Congrats, Sian. One down. We have four more to go. Omar.
Okay, I want to give a Spitfire because I saw that he asked a lot of questions. Very
He
interesting.
did. I actually starred like five questions from him,
Yes.
but I was like, oh no, we have to give chances to others. So Spitfire, congratulations. Yeah, and this one's also a really good video because you have to teach users what the game is about and how to actually play it. So yeah. Thank you, Spitfire. Congratulations. So we have Cian and
Thank
Spitfire. And then the next one, so hard. I can't
oh,
personally I can't choose.
let's see.
Oh, you have notes?
Yeah,
Nice.
So cool.
I'm gonna go with the mobile device because
Yeah.
that is
Uh,
one of the foundations of Cosmicrafts to be on mobile
mhm.
devices.
Yeah. So Sian, Spitfire, and Danilo, congratulations. Last two, Omar. Just a few more minutes of pain in choosing.
I like the comment. One of the comments. I think Omar loves Star Wars because of Cosmicraft.
Yes,
Yeah, the references are there.
I am a
I
fan.
have I
Oh,
have my shirt underneath Star Wars actually.
the
I got
coincidence.
that
Yeah.
right. Yes,
Uh-huh.
I'm a big fan
I,
of Star Wars.
it's so nice they even saw your inspiration behind it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So two more.
Okay.
So to review, do you want to review or do you have a list already?
I have a list, uh,
Okay.
but let me review. Just
Okay.
before continuing, I want to invite everyone to ask more questions in public on our
Yeah.
Twitter accounts.
Oh
You can
yeah.
ask questions on
Mhm.
any of our publications.
Mhm.
And so I think the next one will be the age, the age of the minimal age or
Oh yeah.
The
the
sensitivity features, that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Scout Martin. Congratulations, Scout Martin. Yeah, this is
Of
also a
Martin.
really good question. And then for the last one,
Last one about the community, the
oh
language.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
this
Agree.
Yes,
one.
definitely.
Okay.
That's a good point.
So, to recap, we have Spitfire, we have Josh, we have Danilo, Cian, and Scout Martin, correct? All
Yes.
good questions. Honestly, if you could just give
Yep.
everybody who sent in questions,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
So again, if you have more questions, they're very much welcome. You can send them in, you can tweet them, message them directly even. Just be a part of their community and they're very much willing to share more information with you guys. So thank you to everyone who sent in their questions. Omar, do you have any events, any reminders to the
Yeah.
community as well before you go?
Invites and everything upcoming.
Mm-hmm.
I want to invite everyone to give it a try to the game. It might
Mm-hmm.
not be super ready, but it's playable.
Yeah.
Uh, I want to invite everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Get get your account ready. Get you some NFTs. Uh, all we need is a principal ID from one
Mm-hmm.
of the three wallets, and I want to invite everyone and give them the game NFTs and give them one artwork NFT from NFT.
Oh, yeah,
Eh,
and they could also share feedback of, if they have ideas, right?
Yes, also exactly. Feedback is right now the most important source of information for us because
Mm-hmm.
it
Yeah.
is the only way we can improve. Without feedback, we don't know exactly where to go. So this is
That's
a
Agree.
what we love.
community-driven project, and I
Mm-hmm. We
appreciate all the comments, all the questions because this is what makes us get better.
Mm-hmm. So
Agree.
nice talking to you, Omar. You're so humble, and I can really feel not only your passion for the game, but also how well you accept, ideas from the community and all their feedback.
Yeah.
Even constructive criticisms are very, very helpful and crucial at this point in building the game. So you guys, please be a part of their community, show them some love, and hopefully we can have you back here someday, and maybe we could just play the game,
Yep.
chill out, and learn more about your community and ours.
Yeah.
Sure. Thanks
Omar,
for
I
inviting
have
me. Thanks for having me.
yeah, I
I
have
don't
a
often go to public, but thank you. Thanks for this.
yeah, I have a follow-up question. When is your do you have a date already on the launch and the right now it's beta. Do you have a
Oh yeah.
tentative date? Yeah, the launch, actual launch of the game.
Mhm.
Yes. So we are expected to launch the open beta in March next year, and the
Mhm.
final
Okay.
release
Oh,
for
that's
mobile
so
devices.
close.
Yes. For the mobile, we expect to launch around next year.
Mhm.
Around, I will say Christmas will be
Mhm.
a good date, but it depends on the infrastructure and technology we're building on the internet computer.
Mhm.
But yes, the open beta is expected to be ready on March next year. Everyone, welcome
Come
in.
back here, show it to us,
Yeah.
and let's talk more about the
Yeah.
actual game. That'd be so fun. Well, yeah, Omar, again, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. And for our audience here, if you guys don't know, it's like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. there.
Oh
That's how
yeah.
passionate he is. It's
Thank you
like
very much, Omar.
it's way past your work day, but again,
Thank you.
thank you, and we hope to have you here again. Thanks, Omar. Have a great night. Please rest.
Thank you very much,
Please go to
Omar.
sleep.
Talk to you again soon. And yeah, sleep well. Yeah, good night.
Hopefully, see you soon. Thanks for inviting me.
Thanks, Omar. Bye. Thank you, thank
Bye.
Thank
you.
you, Omar.
Ayan, grabe napakabait ni Omar. Guys, madaling araw na talaga. So, ang expect ko sa
Yeah,
kanya is low energy siya, pero ang dami niya pa ring
yeah,
shinare, no? Oo, hindi na nga
yeah,
tayo kinailangan magtanong talaga ng ano, kasi ang dami na niyang sinishare talaga. So, yan, sabi ni
yeah.
Kurisu pala, meron daw Google form na pwedeng fill upan sa mga interested na
Ayan.
mag-try ng closed beta nila. So, yes, please paste it here, share it sa community natin. Ipipin ko siya para
Yes,
din
thank you.
puwedeng mag-fill up, ayan, sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa'tin. And if possible din sana Kurisu, maybe i-comment mo after natin mag-end ng
Yes,
broadcast.
tama, tama.
Yes, para makita din ng mga team replays, of course. So yan, maraming salamat po 'no, napaka-overwhelming ng response sa mga nanonood. Hi, Berry Alpha, nice daw. Thank you again, Kurisu, maraming maraming salamat. Si Danilo, ayan, looking forward sa another AMA. Sana yung next AMA yung gameplay focus talaga tayo 'no, para ano,
Yeah,
mas ma-immerse tayo sa ginagawa nila.
pwede natin gawin yung ganung format
Mm,
actually for the
true,
next one.
oo. Yeah,
We can
and,
invite
mas
mga people to play games actually, 'di ba, live?
mas maganda nga yun 'no, parang may mga yung mga usual viewers natin kung gusto nila mag-participate, say hi sa ating live stream, 'di ba? You're very,
Yes.
very welcome po. Yeah, looking
Tama.
forward to that. Maybe we can set something like that soon.
Yep.
So, sa mga winners natin, ayan, ifa-flash ko sa screen while Sir Apron Crypto will share the instructions kung paano niyo maka-claim ang prize ninyo and kung ano yung prize, of course.
You need to DM sa Twitter. So we know that you're following us on Twitter. At the same time, yeah, we need your plug wallet actually. So I'll
Mhm,
instruct you sa Twitter. So just DM there
mhm.
and yeah, you can get your prize.
Ayun, and kung bago kayo dito, lagi po tayong mga ganito, napakarami nating mga papremyo. Hindi lang from IC
Yes,
Manila, but also yung mga ka-collaborate natin 'no. So, napakarami nilang pag-giveaway and, since ano na kayo, since nasa crypto world na kayo, I think, this is the very best time din para maging involved kayo or i-expand pa ninyo yung mga communities ninyo 'no. So,
agree.
ayan. At saka sobrang saya, nakakatuwa. I think yung mga kasi yung mga nakakausap natin founder 'no, so 'pag naririnig mo directly from them 'no,
Yeah.
imagine ang busy ng schedule nila pero sinisingit talaga nila tayo.
Yep.
Nakaka-overwhelm, 'di ba?
Nakatuwa.
Ayan. Lalo na tayo din starting community natin pero pinagbibigyan
Yep.
tayo ng founders mismo. So that says
Yeah.
a lot
Agree.
about yung tiwala din nila with ICP and specifically ICP Manila. Hopefully makagawa tayo ng sariling convention na invite natin silang lahat and then, just mingle, talk about the different projects. Ayan.
Yep.
So ano po yung
Uh,
prizes nila? Sabi ni
well,
Kurisu.
yeah, from our usual partner, si Ghost Token.
Mhm. True. Ayan,
Ghost
ang OG
Token.
ghost
Yeah.
natin.
Thank
Oo,
you nga
ano.
pala from the Ghost team
Thank
again
you, Ghost Team.
for sponsoring our prizes for
Pang-ilan na 'to 'no? Naku,
Pangila na
sobrang
to actually.
thank you so much, Ghost Team, napaka-generous. We
Mhm.
really appreciate it and, we invite you po, siguro by next week ishe-share din namin sa inyo yung schedule ng live stream natin for, November. Alam niyo naman napakaraming
Oo nga 'no?
panache 'no, kapag
Kailangan
November.
natin
So,
pag-usapan
ayan.
'yan November, December.
Yes. Sir Ape, go share na natin kung saan tayo magme-meet up, this November.
Yeah, it's going to be November 16. So
Mm.
mark your calendar. Kami ni Modern Mulan will be there together with the local projects. This
Yes.
is an official side event ng
Mm.
PH Web3 Festival. I think nakita niyo na, narinig niyo na yung Web3 PH Festival. So
Mhm.
kung di kayo pupunta doon kasi 1 week event 'yon, pumunta na lang kayo sa side event namin.
Oo 'no, yeah, actually 1 week event po yun. That's on November 14 to
Yeah.
18.
Mm.
So last day actually ng early bird nila today.
Kung
Tama, October
namamahalan kayo sa
26.
tickets.
May discount po na early bird today and I actually have
Yeah.
a code kung on top of the early bird, dagdag
Nice.
niyo pa na bawas. So may additional 20% discount kayo if you use the code
Nice.
Mulan. Ayan. So, you can share it. Kung hindi pa kayo nakakabili, this is the perfect day kasi nga last day na of
Tama.
that. And then you can also share it sa family and friends nyo, no? Para marinig din nila yung mga ideas. Kasi future na 'tong pinag-uusapan natin, all about Web3, very, very exciting things. Pero yun,
Yeah.
specifically yung meetup natin is on, November 16 po.
November
Popost ko
16.
rin 'di ba, Sir
Sa
Nelson?
BGC, yeah. So abangan niyo na lang yung post sa Twitter.
Yun. See
So
you there.
yeah, see you there.
For sure magandang kuwentuhan 'yan. Teka lang sabi ni Kurisu dagdag daw ng 2M, CXP para daw
Tama,
sa mga ibang nag-send ng questions. Naku, inalis ko pa man din kung sino sila pero
magandang point 'yan, ah.
iba-backtrack na lang natin. I think si Danilo ay napili pala 'to.
2 million
Um,
CXP.
yeah. So ayun
Totoo ba
para sa
'yan,
mga hindi daw
Jensen?
napili. Naks, ayan. Sige, sige, singilin po natin si Kurisu. I think kaya niyo
Simulan muna
naman po
natin.
na mag-ano na, kayo na lang mag-collaborate on that and
Yeah,
mag-message sa
sa
mga
Twitter.
napili natin. Ayan. So, napakarami nating napag-usapan for today. Parang na-hype lang ako for our next episode. Thank you so much po, no? Napakarami yung energy at
Oo nga,
this
yeah,
hour.
nakakatuwa.
Maraming salamat. Kung may mga recommended din po kayo, may mga gusto kayong i-invite natin here. I heard, sir,
Yeah.
'di ba gusto may mga Filipino developers tayo next time?
Yes, yun yung tatargetin natin for
Yun.
the next show
Mhm.
together with the Definity person. So parang
Mhm.
local, Filipino, and then siyempre kakilala natin sila yung mga project na 'to. Meron din
Mhm.
tayong counterpart na foreigner sa
Mhm.
Definity Foundation para maganda yung sagot ng tanungan.
Yun. Oo, 'no, malaman ulit yung usapan natin dun. And
Magandang
siguro,
ideya yan, 'di
sir,
ba?
siguro mag-live din tayo ng mabilisan, parang quick hi lang, hi, hello sa mga team bahay on November 16 para hindi sila ma-FOMO, 'di ba? We'll say
Yeah, what do you
hi.
think?
We'll give
Naisip
you
ko
a
nga
quick
yun, eh.
tour siguro of the place. I'm not sure kung maririnig niyo kami. We'll
Yeah,
think about the logistics for you guys. Pero alam niyo
yeah,
naman
tignan nga
na
natin yung
gusto
logistics.
naming involved kayo. So kung hindi tayo makapag-livestream during that day, maybe live photos na lang. Basta we'll make sure you guys are still involved kahit nasa bahay
Yeah.
lang. Mhm.
We'll talk to
So,
some ano, mga professional handlers kung paano gawin 'yan. So,
yes,
yun, yeah.
ayan. So
Hopefully
please
magawa
watch out
natin
for
November
that.
16 live.
Mhm. So again, maraming salamat po for joining us for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as we did. Naku, napakaraming learnings and insights. And hopefully makabalik din ulit si Omar kapag nag-launch na
Yeah,
yung game so that we
tama.
can create a game live
Mhm.
stream lang. Maglaban-laban tayo doon. Walang
Yeah.
kaibigan for the next step. So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you very much everyone. Please join us in November. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang ating mga kwentuhan and market updates. I-announce na lang po natin sa ating official Twitter and sa mga ibang social media natin. Please do follow us. Nakalink po lahat sa description box. So, Sir Ape, do you have any more follow-ups or we're good to go?
Yeah, tomorrow sana magkita-kita tayo. Drinks lang naman 'to, mingle,
Hmm.
and makilala niyo yung community, makikita niyo ako. Hopefully si Modern Mulan nandun, pero wala. Next time na lang.
Next month. I promise, next month.
Yeah, and then next month, please be there, November 16. I think busy ang Crypto Philippines next
Ooh,
month and
mainit-init talaga yung
December.
next month. So
Yeah,
excited.
so mainit yun. So yeah, follow sa Twitter and para maging
Mhm.
updated kayo.
Yes. All right. We'll see you guys. Tama ba? Next month na yung next ep, no? Ito na yung last week
Parang
of
nga, no? Ano na ba ngayon?
October.
October 26? Oo nga, no? Kailangan ko
Grabe,
i-check
ang
yung
bilis.
calendar. Ang bilis.
Woo! Oo nga, ang bilis ng ano ng oras. So
By
see you guys next
December,
month. Mhm.
episode ano na tayo, 20 by December.
Grabe. Isip tayo ng matinding pakulo para sa ano,
Oo
para
nga,
sa Christmas
for
and New Year.
Christmas.
Just for you
Yeah,
guys.
New Year. It has to be
Mhm.
something big.
Kung may mga recommendations kayo, go ahead. Very, very welcome kami sa ganyan.
Like
So,
live in
alright.
Boracay, something like that.
Ay, grabe yung Live in Boracay. Gusto ko yan. Ako G ako dyan. Basta ipalipad ako ng ICP.
Kasi may narinig akong community there na lahat ng transaction mo is crypto, eh. So,
Ay, talaga? Alam
yeah,
mo,
I'll be
maganda din
going
yan na,
there.
sir. I-feature
Next
natin
week,
yung
I'll be
mga
going
ano.
there next week to visit, eh, to check it out nga, eh, actually.
Oh,
So once
sama mo
okay,
na lang ako sa luggage.
oo. Basta once
Gusto ko
okay,
rin
we'll
yun.
do that in December, ano, para
Mm.
something big.
Yeah. So, marami talaga tayong aabangan you guys. Ayan. So, again, thank you very much sa support ninyo. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks, everyone. Have a great
Thank
night.
you very much,
Bye.
GM.
GM. Bye. Thanks everyone. Ayan, maraming maraming salamat kay Sir Omar kahit na hindi niya naiintindihan, pero thank you po. Tatagalog na ako eh. And of course, Sir Nelson for always organizing yung mga ganitong ano natin, no. So before I say goodbye, maraming salamat. Kurisu again, thank you so much Scout Martin, Sian, Danilo, ayan, Mas and Sonarty, Piol. Maraming maraming salamat po. Have a great night everyone. Bye.